It's 10 trivia questions on Clue the movie, one of my all-time favorites, for Patreon subscriber Jeff Faust. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Today's episode on Clue the movie, one of my all-time favorite comedies. Got to be in the play in high school as Mr. Green. We did multiple endings for the audience, and they got to vote on which one we did at intermission. It was so much fun. It's my favorite thing about high school. I talk about it all the time. And this is a request from Jeff Faust, who has a new podcast out. It's a kid-friendly trivia podcast called Be Quiz I Said So. Be Quiz I Said So. Search for that on your favorite podcast app. I put a link to the podcast in the show notes if you want to find that real quick. But check it out if you have some kiddos. It's family-friendly questions, very short episodes, kind of like this. And it's brand new. I think there's maybe 5 or 6 episodes out. Go check that out. And thank you, Jeff, for such a great topic today. Before we get into some Clue the movie trivia, we have a guessing game from this game called Smartass. Who am I? Okay, so you got to guess a person from the world. That should narrow it down. Here we go. I am male. I am a comedian and actor. I've starred in many movies. I was born in Texas in 1945. My song King Tut was a Billboard hit. I have hosted the Oscars. I've appeared on Saturday Night Live. I have been a jerk, an amigo, and a man with 2 brains. I had a nose as long as Pinocchio and Roxanne. Who am I with the initials SM? The answer there is one of my favorites, Steve Martin. Legendary actor and comedian Steve Martin. So you could guess that, hopefully, rather quickly. I would have guessed it at the King Tut clue, but maybe you guessed it even earlier somehow. Or it took you a few more. We'll do those every episode until my stack of cards runs out. I've got Who Am I and Where Am I in this stack from this game. So we'll see how many you can get over the next couple of months. We're jumping into Clue the movie trivia right now. Here we go. Clue the movie. And question number 1, who played Professor Plum in Clue the movie? What actor played Professor Plum in Clue number 1? Number 2, what was the name of the butler in this film? What was the name of the butler character in this movie? Number 3, in the movie, someone shows up at the front door and sings one line. What is that line that they sing? Number 3, in the movie, someone shows up at the front door and sings one line. What is it? Number 4, in one of the film's many endings, which color-named character is revealed to be an FBI agent? Number 5, what kind of aquatic soup do the guests slurp at a dinner table? Number 5, what kind of aquatic soup do the guests slurp at a dinner table? Number 6, what's the name of the man who owns the mansion setting of the film? What's the name of the man who owns the mansion? Number 7, what weapon is used to kill the investigating police officer? Number 7, what weapon is used to kill the investigating police officer? Number 8, which character mentions feeling like she had flames on the side of her face at some point in the movie? Number 8, which character mentions feeling like she had flames on the side of her face? Number 9, what decade does the film take place in? What decade does the film take place in? And number 10, where does Miss Scarlet run an underground brothel? Where does Miss Scarlet run an underground brothel? Your bonus question for 2 points. What is Mrs. White's husband's profession? For 2 points, what is Mrs. White's husband's profession? Those are all your questions on Clue the movie. For Jeff, we'll be right back with the answers after this. We've returned with the answers to Clue the movie. Such a fun one to watch. I've seen it probably 100 times. Number 1, who played Professor Plum in the film? Christopher Lloyd. Doc Brown himself from Back to the Future. He's getting up there. Number 1, Christopher Lloyd is Professor Plum. Number 2, what was the name of the butler? Wadsworth, played by Tim Curry. An amazing role for him and such fun to watch. Wadsworth. Number 3, in the movie, someone shows up at the front door and sings one line. What's that line? I am your singing telegram. Bang. Then they get shot. I am your singing telegram. They do also go da-da-da-da-da-da to kick it off. Number 4, in one of the film's many endings, which color-named character is revealed to be an FBI agent? Mr. Green. I got to do that in high school. And I got to say some very funny lines as that character played by Michael McKean in the movie. Number 5, what kind of aquatic soup do the guests slurp at a dinner table? Shark fin soup, madame. Shark fin soup. Number 6, what is the name of the man who owns the mansion? Mr. Body. Get it? He's a dead body. Number 7, what weapon is used to kill the investigating police officer? A lead pipe. Hangs up the phone and then bonks him on the head. Number 8, which character mentions feeling like she had flames on the side of her face? Mrs. White. Number 9, what decade does the film take place in? 1950s. And number 10, where does Miss Scarlet run an underground brothel? Washington, D.C. A lot of these people are politicians or generals and things, or colonels, rather, and they are involved with this brothel. And the bonus for 2 points, what is Mrs. White's husband's profession? He's a nuclear physicist. Nuclear physicist. If you have not seen this movie, I promise it's worth your time. 1985. It's streaming on Amazon, I think, if you want to watch it right now. And definitely in my top 3 of all time. Thanks for listening. Check out Jeff's podcast, Be Quiz, I Said So, if you have kiddos that want to do some trivia. And I've actually been thinking about doing that. My kids have asked me, hey, can we do some trivia on your show? So might do that at some point, some sort of kid-friendly episode that with questions my kids come up with, and they'll record it, and I'll teach them how to do all the editing and stuff. I think that'll be fun. Okay, your fact of the day is, while gathering food, a bee may fly up to 60 miles in one day. If you didn't know that, now you know. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers!